testimony and give it to either the chairman or the council clerk prior to the beginning of the meeting. All comments must be addressed to the council as a whole. Addressing individual council members or staff is not allowed. Speakers should be courteous in their choice of words. Actions and comments shall be limited to the issues and cannot involve individuals or staff-related matters. We would like all cell phones and electronic devices used for communication to be silenced for the duration of the meeting. And I will now call the Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government's Council meeting Wednesday, June 11, 2025, to order. We have an invocation by Ms. Kimball Chauvin and Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we come to you with humble hearts, lifting up Terrebonne Parish and all who call it home. We thank you for your blessings of our bayous, our culture, and the strength of our people. Lord, we ask for your protection over our families, our fishermen, our farmers, and all who work to build a better future for this community. Guide our leaders with wisdom and compassion. Let their decisions be rooted in service, unity, and justice. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Alicia, may we have a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Ms. Chauvin, Mr. Trusclair, Mr. Pleasure, Mr. Harding,
Here.
Mr. Voisin, Mr. Amity, Mr. Champagne, Mr. Hamner, Mr. Babin. Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum present.
Thank you very much. Approve the minutes of the regular council session held on May 14, 2025. Moved by Mr. Amity. Second. Second by Mr. Champagne. Any discussion? Members, vote your machine. Motion passes 7-0. We've distributed minutes for the regular session held on May 28, 2025. Approve the accounts payable bill list for 6/2/2025 and 6/9/2025. Moved by Mr. Pleasure. Second by Mr. Amity. Any discussions? Members, vote your machine. 7-0. Note, Mr. Voisin. General business, 1A, council convenes as a board to review, to consider the appeals of the Homer Terrebonne Zoning and Land Use Commission, April 17, 2025, decision to approve Coleman's Partners Architectural Planning Building Corporation application to place 4 multi-family residence buildings and 1 clubhouse at 5041 Imperial Drive. Ms. Porsche, is she in? State your name and address, please.
My name is Pamela Porsche. I live at 500 Racket Lane, which is right near the Imperial entrance to Imperial Terraces. I wanted to appeal to the board for the last time. I've talked to a couple of people about it. I'm not fully understanding some of I wanted to thank you guys first off, because I know your jobs are all difficult, but I really don't understand how a residential building park can be placed somewhere that ordinances would not normally allow it. It's being put up as a planned building group. But if it had been applied, if the application had been applied for under residential building park, the ordinances that y'all have in place would not allow it because it uses an entrance street from a residential neighborhood to enter the building park. So that's one of my concerns. The other concern is Mr. Pulaski we had a couple of conversations back and forth, literature, writing to each other, and he had addressed to me that there is going to be a traffic issue in this area, whether or not we build the apartments or not, which solves nothing. The traffic issue and the dangers have been there for 10 years, and nothing has been done. So now you're going to add 120 multifamily units into this little small area. And I brought pictures so y'all could actually see the land. Should I like pass it around? And you could see the traffic. I can approach?
Sure.
All of the pictures are labeled so that you could see what we see when we walk outside of our houses. And I've been looking at Belmere Tower, which is a 30-unit apartment building. They're going to put 4 of these 30-unit buildings right next to our house and in my 80-year-old neighbor's backyard. And I mean backyard. So there's pictures where the fence line will be up. We're very concerned about the amount of traffic that's going to be coming in and out of there because we already have a traffic issue. As you'll see from the multiple pictures I've taken, traffic exists in that area from anywhere around 12 o'clock till, I say 12 o'clock, but we have morning traffic as well. But from 12 o'clock until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, it is unbearable. You can barely get in or out of your neighborhoods, either neighborhood, Imperial on the left and Imperial on the right. So it's always been an issue. We also had a severe accident there this weekend. I don't know if anybody got hurt, but my little neighbor went out there. We took pictures of that too as well. There's always something going on out there. I wanted to know who decides whether or not it's going to be a planned building group versus the residential building park. I also brought up the fact that there's 11 old oak trees out there. And in the schematics that Renaissance provided, only 3 of those will be saved. The rest of them will be coming down. And there's also a schematic picture in there to show you that those 3 were the only ones that were to remain on that property. It also will decrease our property value, which is not that important to me. But the things that will decrease our property value, of course, are going to be congestion, which we're putting up with on all 4 sides anyway, because we have Highway 311 right behind us. So there's the noise pollution. There's going to be economic factors, traffic, which will also address it. And like I said, it's been a problem for over 10 years, and nothing has been done about the traffic issue there. And I really don't know if you can do anything about the traffic now that it's there. But now you're going to add over 120 people coming in and out at all hours of the day. I'm not trying to prevent the landowner from using his land or making money or investing. I'm just trying to be fair, equitable. You know, does it have to be 120 units? Does it have to be crammed, tight, you know? And I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste anybody else's time. I just figured I had to come back for one more plea and try to get you to understand how important it is to us that y'all really look at the land and really think it over and really think about the traffic, because it is horrible. And thank y'all for your time. Oh, also one other point. It was brought up to me that one of the reasons they were bringing this in was for affordable housing, that we needed more housing. Parish president called me Friday to tell me that we were 800 units short for units that they needed for affordable housing. And I went to Google the housing and stuff that we have in the Houma area. We have over 50 apartment groups in the Houma area, and we have over 100 vacancies. So I don't understand how we have an 800 unit shortage. I called most of these apartments and asked them how many apartments they had available. So I know we do need affordable housing. We also have a brand new apartment complex coming up right across from Vanderbilt. It's over there by Your Pie. It's another apartment complex fixing to open up. But most of them are not by residential areas. So thank you for your time, and I'll let Victor have it.
Anyone else wishes to speak on this matter? State your name and address, please.
Luella Zarang, 4926 Imperial Drive, Houma. I'm just going to repeat what I said before. The entrance to Hollywood Road will not work because it's too easy to kill people. If they could do an entrance to 311 strictly for that subdivision, that complex, it would ease a lot of the deaths and the wrecks. Because that's going to happen. There's no doubt, because I've almost got killed in my own subdivision 2 or 3 times just getting out on my side. Can you imagine if it's coming from the other side? Because you can't get out. The traffic, you've got 3 lanes of traffic. I try to get out to go to the left. You can't. You've got 3 lanes of traffic to go through, and they're all trying to hit you. So can you imagine the traffic we're going to have after that? And I was hoping that maybe they would build like a bridge on towards 311 and use that complex, the exit for that complex only. I mean, there's enough people in there to justify having a bridge across and save a lot of deaths. I know the speed limit is 50, and they said, well, it's fast. Sure, but when you're going towards the light, you're not going 50. In fact, you can't even go 50 on that road because of all the businesses and things. So it's not 50. The sign says 50, but that's it. But when you're coming from the light, you're not going 50. By the time you get through that area, you're still probably not going 50 because of the thing. And if you're going towards the light, the same thing. You're still slowing down. So why can't they build a bridge towards 311 and just put everything from that complex coming out of 311 and just save Hollywood Road traffic, this Hollywood subdivision? Because somebody's going to die. I know. I've only had it done 3 times. That's it.
Anyone else on the matter?
I'm Ronnie Boudreau. I live at 4923 Imperial Drive. And a lot of this is ditto compared to what the other folks said, but I've been living there for 30 years, and I've been trying to get something done before this other thing is going to come in. It is dangerous. I would ask any one of you folks, don't just look at the pictures. Go take a ride over there at about 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, and come down Imperial Drive. Come down Imperial. Then when you come out, try to make a left turn. Good luck. I hope you got good insurance. And sympathy for the people that live on the other side, that's going to really hurt their property value. It's going to hurt ours too, but not like it will hurt them. I just can't believe that Terrebonne Parish is allowing something like this to be put. These people's property value is going to depreciate terribly. Nobody does nothing. I've been trying to get something done about that exit all these years, and now it's just going to get worse. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody.
Right now, we want to entertain the rebuttal to this. I think the consensus in reference to that is time. Anyone to refute what's been said?
Guys, thank y'all for coming, and you spoke really well, Ms. Porsche and Mr. Rang, and how you been, Ronnie? Ronnie's a family friend. And I've been out there many times and saw it, and I followed the situation from the get-go. And guys, the truth of the matter is, the developer followed all the rules and regulations and everything. The traffic issue, I totally understand it. We got the same thing where I live. And that's gonna be on us as a council to come up with some alleviation, something to alleviate the traffic that you currently have, and increase traffic. Right now I know I forget what time, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the nursery school lets out and they go down y'all street and come around, and Vanderbilt's letting out, and that increases, and then you got the light right there. And I get it. I do get it. The 5 o'clock the normal 5 o'clock traffic. You're correct, Ms. Rain. But I've looked into it, and if we denied every building based on traffic increases, nothing can get built in Terrebonne Parish. That's not a valid reason for this board, this council to be able to deny it. We needed something that, they've asked for no variances, no exceptions. And I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna follow the lead of my fellow councilmen who've been here a while, but, the sentiments you expressed, however real they are, and our attorneys tell us we can't do anything arbitrary. It's got to have a more valid reason. And I get where y'all coming from. I know, but we got to follow, the legalities of it, I guess. And I'm gonna hopefully the attorneys will explain that to us if we need it. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. Pardon me?
Do you want her response?
If you can add to that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamner. Yes, yes, sir. So whenever an appeal like this comes to the council from the Planning and Zoning Board, the law requires the reviewing council to determine whether the board made a decision based on arbitrary reasons. So the board that made the decision on this matter heard all of the arguments that came before it, made a determination, and they decided to approve the request of the developer. Now it comes to you on appeal, so you have to determine whether the board that made this decision did so arbitrarily. And usually in the terms of arbitrary, that means they did it without any real cause or reason to do so. So I think we sent the record of that entire hearing to you all on Monday, so you have that available to you to research and review, and that should assist that should assist you all in knowing what happened during that hearing. If you have any more questions, just let us know.
Mr. Hamner, are you finished?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At this time, the chair will entertain a motion, if there be any, in reference to item 1A. The council has decided, eventually without any motion, to not take any action. So item number 1A has been completed. General business, item 1B, resolution approving the insurance of not exceeding $80 million of hospital service District Number 1 of the Parish of Terrebonne, State of Louisiana Hospital Revenue and Refunding Revenue Bond, Terrebonne General Health System Project for the purpose of financing or refinancing capital improvement throughout the district and refunding all or portion of the outstanding bond of the district and paying cost insurance of the bonds and providing for other matters connecting therewith. Moved by Mr. Amadi, second by Ms. Chauvin. Any discussion? Members, vote your machine. Clyde? Sorry. Mr. Hammer, I'm sorry. Motion passed 8-0. Item 2, public wishing to address the council in accordance to with Section 2-07E of the Terrebonne Parish Home Rule Charter, the public will be heard and can speak for 3 minutes on any matter related to the parish government without discussion or questions and answers on non-agenda items. We have a speaker card that was filled out by Mr. John Mosley. He's not in attendance. I have other, and Mr. John Mosley, a Homer resident, wishes to address the council regarding gym problems, scheduling conflict, and personal issues with the West Homer, East Homer, and Mechanicsville Gym Recreation District number 11. He's not here. I have other speaker cards. We have Mr. Tyrone Norman. He wishes to address the council in reference to ID to enter the public building. State your name and address, sir.
Good evening. Tyrone Norman Sr., 6153 Bayou Black Drive, Gibson, Louisiana. I'm here today to address the council on requiring ID to enter into government towers. I know everybody up there, including myself, were born last century, so I know it's been a while since y'all had a social studies class. So I'm kind of going to give you a little synopsis of the Fourth Amendment. The right of a person to be secure in his persons, house, paper, effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmative and particular description, the place to be searched and the person or thing to be seized. Okay. This is a government tower. It is a public building, and you cannot violate a person's Fourth Amendment right by asking for ID to enter a public building. So I came in here to take care of some business the other day, and they were persistent and very adamant about asking for ID. So I asked for the penal code because policy is not law, and the police cannot uphold policy. They are swore oath to the Constitution to uphold the Constitution and law, not policy. So they told me it was the parish president and he came up with it and they couldn't find an ordinance and to go to the police station. So I left here, I went to the police station. The police station gave me this piece of paper here. Okay, they're trying to use the trespassing law, which is LRS 14-63-3. You cannot trespass me from a public building without the absence of a crime. So therefore, by asking for my ID, you're violating my Fourth Amendment right. You're doing it under the color of law because you have a police officer doing it, which he could lose his qualified immunity for that, for upholding policy, not law. Okay? And the only reason why I don't do very much business in Terrebonne Parish, so I really don't care. But my thing is, you can't contradict yourself. While I was standing up there, I video recorded it. You can go on my Facebook page or 575 Gibson Strong website and see it. While he's standing there and demanding ID from me, a young lady approached and she gave him an ID with a hole punched in it. A hole in the ID means it's not valid. I couldn't fly with it. I couldn't go into a federal building with it. So it is void. I couldn't buy a pack of cigarettes. I couldn't buy a beer with it. So how can you demand ID from me but take a voided driver's license to enter a public building? And policy is not law. If there's not a penal code attached to it, it means.
Motion by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pleasure. Any discussion, members, vote your machine.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to say one
Wait,
thing.
what was it? Motion passed 7-0. Go ahead.
Y'all setting yourself for a major lawsuit, a federal civil rights lawsuit, okay? And I just don't think it's right for me to have to give up my ID. I went to court yesterday at the old courthouse, walked right in, no ID. So why is one building better than the other building? Why I need ID to come in here, but I don't need ID to go into the courthouse? They both are owned by me, and everybody that's in here is a taxpayer. You cannot do that. So right now I am demanding that the policy that y'all have to enter the government towers be abolished, taken down immediately. I'm finished. Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Carlton Stadium, Terrebonne Parish Animal Shelter. State your name and address, please, sir.
Alton Stadium. I live at 103 Rufus Court, and I come up here to understand what the situation going on with the animal shelter. They came to my residence January the 15th on a complaint on another person's horse. They took my horses. If anybody go to the parades, that's me in the parades, which is my horses. I have show-stopping horses. I don't know what you want to call them, but that's my horses. That's being the parade. They took them. Now, well, we went to court. I've been pushed back 3 times in January the 15th. I had my horses 5 months. I paid $500 a month for them to keep my horse. Little did they know, I knew where my horse was at. I went to see my horses, did my own pictures. My horse looked so bad, real bad, right now. And they pushed my day back again another 2 more months. Now, come tomorrow when I go pay the other fee, I'm gonna be in a hole $3,000 for them to take care of my horse that look like, I don't know what. And they're proven by my own pictures. I seen it myself. Because people seen it, they didn't like it, so they informed me where my horse was at. And they look bad. One, I'm going blind, because it's a white horse, Camelo, blue eyes. You don't see that here. Can't be in the sun. They got my horse running in the field. Now they saying she blind. If them horses don't get back to me soon, one gonna be blind and one gonna be dead. Because my other horse eating out of sand on the ground. Sand cannot go on the horse. I ride a big black, solid black midnight stud horse. It's called a stallion. That's like locking up a pit bull for 5 months. What you think you're gonna do when you get out the cage? You can't lock up a stud that long without attendance and put your hands on him. That's why not many own it. But I own one. And it cost me a lot of money to own something like that. And a lot of care. And it's proven because I'm the only one in the Terrebonne Parish that ride in any parade. That's why they call me. I'm the only person right here, Thibodeau, Lockport, anywhere, can't be a rider, so I'm the only one riding. Because nobody could beat that showstopper. But he ain't no showstopper now. Now he look like Mr. Ed. That's what my horse look like right now. I didn't go back to that premises because I think I knew what I was going to do to somebody. So I left, so I'm coming to y'all to help me get my horse. Why we at the court case, them horses should be in my care because I took better care than where they're at now. Now my horse is smaller and look worse. And I got that proven by pictures by me. That's all I really need to say right now. My time is almost up.
Thank you, sir. There's no lights, and it's very possible someone's going to get in touch with you within. Thank you for coming. Okay. Next, we have, I won't mess up your name, Shaquille Lamarck. Shaquille Lamarck. State your name and address, please.
Shaquille Lamarck, 154 Spencer Road, Houma, Louisiana. I've been coming up here to speak with someone since January, maybe 18th. Got nowhere. Had the y'all attorney to call me. She said that she would request information informing the horses at Animal Control. Still never heard back from her. Been leaving messages after messages. Still never heard from her yet. All I asked was for an itemized receipt of what I'm paying for. Same situation. My horse looked like I don't even want it no more. They could keep it. And they took it from me, not aware of me that there was a problem. I never got a citation saying that there was a problem. Matter of fact, excuse my language, they told me it had horse manure in my stall. I told them that it had a specific time that I clean the stalls. I'm not about to stand underneath a horse with a shovel like this 24 hours. Before she left, I fixed the problem. I never was aware of there was another problem. They just came and just took them. And that was it. Going to court, been paying fees monthly. Don't y'all fund the animal shelter? Terrebonne Parish fund the animal shelter, right? Oh, okay. So why are they demanding money every month from me? I mean, even though we're going through a court procedure, I feel like once the court procedure is over and we are awarded those horses back, I feel like they should demand us to pay that money back that they put into those animals, but they're not putting any money into them. So it's like we just paying them for nothing. They're in the sun. A horse went from black to brown. Hair, white, to look like yellow. And we pay for grooming, feeding, and boarding. The horses are in the field. Their feet is this big, hooves this long. But they say we was neglected them. Terrebonne Parish just neglected them. That's all I got to say.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we have Mr. Anthony Rainey, Parish Attorney. I have a few questions concerning employment denial. Name and address, please.
Good evening. Anthony Rainey, 3593A Highway 316, Gray, Louisiana. Let me give you a little background. I worked for the Recreation Department as a senior official for 7 years, just in that position. 10 years prior to that. So me and the last parish manager, the recreation director, not Mr. Jim Wendell, but Mr. Roddy LaReal, we had an altercation, okay? So he took me off of that recreation. This incident happened September 26, 2019, okay? So many years passed by, I didn't worry about it. So I go back and I fill out an application to get back to be a sports official. They keep telling me that, hey, the way you left the parish. Okay, I ain't say nothing, so I didn't worry about it. So 2 weeks ago, somebody called me up and said, hey, Anthony, he said, they hiring officials again. He said, man, why don't you come back and get your job back so you can work with these kids? So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna fill out another application. I fill out the application, they tell me the same thing. They say, the way you left the parish, you and Mr. Roddy got into it. I said, well, something is going on here. I said, so let me go to the parish and let me get a copy of my personnel file, okay? So this letter was put in my file, notice of oral counseling for insubordination, September 26, 2019. I didn't leave the parish until October 20, 1 year later, okay? So if you telling me I caused a problem, why was 1 year later that we had a separation? Okay, so I go back, I fill out it again. I go back to the same department. You know what they tell me this time? The parish attorney say not to hire you because you was a liability. And I want to ask the parish president what type of liability I am for a part-time sports officiating job. And that's why I'm here tonight. No parish attorneys here? Do you know
Ms.
Mr.
Neal.
Parish President?
Excuse me, sir. Ms. Neal.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming tonight, Mr. Rainey, but I can't give you any legal advice, and I can't share with you any legal advice that I've given to my client, so I can't answer any of those questions.
I didn't hear. You can't share what?
I can't give you any legal advice, and I can't share with you any legal advice that I've given to my clients, so I can't answer this question for you.
Motion to
Request. If I make a public record request.
Motion is stand by Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Pleasure. Members vote your machine.
So if I make a public record request, oh, I'm sorry.
Motion passed 8-0. Go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry. So if I make a public record request, that means you're telling me that you cannot answer that public record request. But if I file a lawsuit, could you answer it then?
So this is a public comment period, not open for discussion. If Mr. Rainey has these questions, he should probably contact someone outside of public comment period. with the parish.
To what's being said right now, Mr. Rain, is the fact that when you come before the council, without any refuting or anything like any back and forth, you state your case. And you have 3 minutes, and then you have 1 minute extension. After that, you've stated your case, and hopefully someone would actually contact you after this moment. But at this moment, what she's saying, we can't go no further than what we are right now.
Yes, sir, I understand. I'm just looking for the answers. I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but I'm not going to stop until I get the answers. Okay? If I got to empty my bank account and start filing motions and lawsuits, I'm going to do it. Because now I think it's personal. It's nothing to do with the employment. Because this is subordination right here. They fuss all the time in parish government. Because y'all fuss all the time up here. So nobody gets along. So I just, speak my opinion, and that's why he was upset with me. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next, we have Mr. Kenneth Johnson, Jr. Christmas parade on each side, co-sponsorship.
Kenneth Johnson, 163 Ackland Street, Houma, Louisiana, 70363. I'm just coming again this year asking for a co-sponsorship for the Christmas parade on the east side, and I want to get some advice on how do we come up on a contractual agreement so we don't have to keep on coming here every year to get this annually done, because as you guys see, it's great for the community. The kids are really enjoying it, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So we would like to keep this going on for the next 20 years. So we want to see if we can come up with a contractual agreement with my nonprofit to keep this going on annually.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yeah, so I'll just address what I can with the co-sponsorship, just to share that we did change the process. Co-sponsorships used to come to the council for approval, but since it was already budgeted, they now come through administration. So my understanding is you can go online, fill that out, and everything should be good to go as far as if it meets, if it's open to the public, those kind of things, then co-sponsorships should be approved. So that would be the known process. As far as a contractual agreement, I guess as it relates to what we consider maybe community outreach or what other opportunities there might be to partner together or to look at grants, I definitely think there's maybe a few different kind of opportunities to look at some of that stuff. And that's definitely something that, especially myself being a big fan of Christmas, loves anything around that. But, I definitely there's some opportunities to have some of those conversations and try to figure out not only with the parish, but other community organizations of how we can bring some of this stuff together.
So who would be that contact person? I'm sorry. Who would be a contact person I would need to speak with to go move forward with that conversation?
We'll do call our life director, Hillary Domain.
Okay.
That would be where I'd start. What's that? Yeah, you could. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. Mr. Pleasure.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Appreciate
you. Over him. We are now going into public, 6:30 public hearing. A, an ordinance to amend section 2-233B of the Terrebonne Parish Code of Ordinance to increase the authority of the Risk Management Department to settle risk claims without approval of legal counsel. First call public. Second call public. Third and final call public.
Motion to close.
Motion to close by Mr. Babin. Second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machine. Motion passed 8-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Babin. Second by Ms. Chauvin. Members vote your machine. Motion passes 8-0. B, an ordinance to adopt millage rates for tax year 2025 with no rollover. First call. No roll forward. Thank you. First call public. Second call, public. Third and final call, public. Motion to close by Mr. Babin. Second by Mr. Chauvin. Champagne.
Oh, no, hold up, I like that.
Mr. Champagne, members vote your machine. 8-0. Motion passed. Motion adopted, Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Champagne. Members vote your machine. 8-0. C, an ordinance to amend the 2025 adopted operating budget and 5-year capital outlay budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items and to provide for related matters. The Company Canal minus Minigate, minus $45,000, CDBG DR Bayou Cane Stormwater Burn and Detention Pond, $5,750,000, CDBG DR Garbage Collection Relocation, $20 million, CDBG DR Bayou Lafourche Pump Station, Waterworks, $8.5 million, CDBG-DR LMTCT School Relocation, Terrebonne Parish School District, $3 million. First call, public. Second call, public. Third final call, public. Motion to close, Mr. Babin. Second. Second by Mr. Amity. Members vote your machine. Motion passes 8-0. Motion to adopt, Mr. Babin, second by Mr. Amity. Members vote your machine. Motion passed 7-0. Item 3, committee reports. Community Development and Planning Committee, 60925, Ms. Chauvin.
Make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Community Development and Planning Committee held on June 9, 2025, and have 2 public hearings. 1, giving notice of intent to adopt an ordinance to dedicate and accept the maintenance operation of the streets, drainage servitudes, and rights-of-way of Imperial Landing Subdivision Phase C, energize and accept the streetlights, and to incorporate Stack Drive and the extension of Sample Drive into the enhanced 911 emergency response system for the purpose of providing a better means of locating addresses and calling a public hearing for said matter on Wednesday, June 25th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. 2, giving notice of intent to adopt an ordinance to dedicate and accept the maintenance operation of the streets, drainage servitudes, and rights-of-way for Imperial Landing Subdivision Phase D, energize and accept the streetlights, and to incorporate Core Drive in the extension of Monroe Street into the enhanced 911 emergency response system for the purpose of providing a better means of locating addresses and calling a public hearing on said matter for Wednesday, June 25th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Moved by Ms. Chauvin, second by Mr. Babin. Members vote your machine. Motion passed 7-0. Budget and Finance Committee, Mr. Pleasure.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I make a motion that the council accept and ratify the minutes of the Budget and Finance Committee held on Monday, June 9, 2025, and I have 3 public hearings. Hearing number 1, consider the introduction of an ordinance to appropriate funds relative to and for the adoption of the operating and capital budgets for the Terrebonne Council on Aging, Incorporated, and call a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, June 25, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Number 2, consider the introduction of an ordinance renewing support for foreign trade zone site for Deepwater Riser Services, LLC, in Houma, Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, authorizing the parish president to execute on behalf of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government a renewal cooperative endeavor agreement with Deepwater Riser Services, LLC, to facilitate the application of ad valorem tax exemptions on certain property within the subzone, and to provide for related matters and call a public hearing on Wednesday, June 25th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Item number 3, consider the introduction of an ordinance to amend the 2025 adopted operating budget and 2025 5-year capital outlay budget of Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government for the following items. Item number 1, Head Start, $26,500. Item number 2, Department of Housing and Urban Development, $0. Item number 3, Houma Police Department, $6,621. Item number 4, Houma Police Department, $767. Item number 5, CDBG DR, Activate the Bayous Phase 2, $5 million. Item number 6, CDBG DR, Improvement for Critical Evacuation Routes, $6.2 million. Item number 7, CDBG DR, Resilience Centers, Phase 1, $585,000. Item number 8, CDBG DR, Facade Improvements, $3 million. Item number 9, Municipal Auditorium, $218,300. And item number 10, electric car charges, $8,500, and call a public hearing on said matter on Wednesday, June 25th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Moved by Mr. Pleasure, second by Mr. Babin. Members, vote your machine. Motion passed, 8-0. Item 4, street lights. Approve street lights installation, removals, and activation. Moved by Mr. Babin, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. Pass 8-0. 5, appointment of various boards, committees, and commissions. A, Recreation District Number 6, 1 vacancy due to resignation and 2 expiring terms on 7/31/2025. Mr. Nathan Parfait, representing seat 6E, Montague, submits application and resume for consideration. Mr. Edward J. Welsh, representing seat 6F, Ponashan, expresses his interest in being appointed. Motion by Mr. Trusclair that open, close, and appoint Mr. Parfait and reappoint Mr. Edwards, correct? Welsh, Edward Welsh, and hold the other one over. Second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Congratulations to Mr. Parfait and Mr. Welsh. Are they in the audience? All right, thank you. B, Recreation District Number 9 Board. 1 expiring term on 6/12/2025. Mr. Bayless Bergeron Jr. expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Open, close, and reappoint Mr. Bergeron to the Rec 9 Board.
Motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and appoint Mr. Bayless Bergeron Jr. Second by Mr. Amady. Members, vote your machine. Motion passed 8-0. Fire Protection District Number 9 Board, 1 vacancy due to resignation. Mr. Ryan Bonvolant submits application for consideration.
Open, close, and appoint Mr. Ryan Bonvolant to the Fire District Number 9.
Motion by Mr. Babin to appoint Mr. Ryan Bonvolant to the Fire District. Second by Mr. Amady. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Congratulations to Mr. Bonvolant. D, Downtown Development Corporation, 4 expiring terms, each representing the following entities: 1 representing the council, 1 representing the Chamber of Commerce, 1 representing the Historical Society, and 1 representing Downtown Merchant. Ms. Carla Diggs, representing the Parish Council, submits application and resume for consideration.
Open, close, and appoint Ms. Diggs and hold the others over.
Motion by Mr. Babin to open, close, and appoint Ms. Diggs and hold the others over. Second by Mr. Pleasure. Members, vote your machine. 8-0. Congratulations to Ms. Diggs. Consolidated Waterworks District Number 1 Board, 2 expiring terms on 6/24/25. Mr. Charles Brown expresses his interest in being reappointed.
Motion to open, close, and appoint Mr. Brown and hold the other one over.
Motion by Mr. Hamner to open, close, and appoint Mr. Brown and hold the other over, and second by Mr. Danny Babbitt. Members, vote your machine. Motion passes 7-0. Monthly reports, Melford and Associates. As per. Members, vote your machine.
Who made the motion? Second.
Second by Mr. Champagne. Motion by Mr. Amity, second by Mr. Champagne. Members, vote your machine. Seven zero. Vacancies in various boards and commissions and committees and commissions. A, Recreation District Number 5 Board, 1 expiring term. Recreation District Number 3A Board, 1 vacancy due to resignation. Recreation District Number 6, 1 expiring term on 7/31/25. Recreation District Number 11, 2 expiring terms on 7/01/25. Fire District Number 5 Board, 1 expiring term. Coastal Fire Protection District Board, 1 expiring term. Downtown Development Corporation, 3 expiring terms, each representing the following entities: 1 representing the Chamber of Commerce, 1 representing the Historical Society, 1 representing the Downtown Merchants. Consolidated Waterworks, Number 1 Board, 1 expiring term on 6/24/2025. TGMC Hospital Service District, 2 expiring terms on 7/31/25. Announcements? Okay.
I just want to make a request.
Yeah, well, I'm going in order. Mr. Babbitt first.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it may be the same thing that Clyde is going to say right here. We as a government have to announce these openings, and we satisfy our obligation by announcing these things. And then it's published in the Courier. I would like that any one of the district, rec districts, fire district, Consolidated Water Works, Terrebonne Parish, whatever, hospital, if they have a website, please put that on their website so people in the community might pick up on that and like to volunteer for boards. We always have plenty openings for boards. So I would like, it's not an obligation because we're covering our obligation by doing it here, but it would be nice for the general public to be able to look at a website for, and I'll use Waterworks District because we appointed one tonight, that it would be on there as well. So that's my 2 cents. Clyde, if I took your thunder, I'm sorry.
I concur with Mr. Babin. You know, if we make a better effort to advertise these, not just on the different websites, because not all rec districts are going to have a website, you know, but I know Consolidated Waterworks does and TGMC does, but as well as our own website under the parish. It used to be that way, but then we need to keep them up to date, you know, on a regular basis so that people who might be interested will have a source to go to other than the minutes of the meeting or the Homer Courier. You know, that was all. Mr. Babin said most of it, and, you know, I just wanted to add that on.
Mr. Bergeron.
And one other thing, yeah. It's not our obligation to do it, but I'd like to see it our obligation to advertise more in the future, you know, to make sure people have access to any and every avenue to get involved in government. Yeah.
Mr. Bergeron.
Yes, thank you, sir. A few things. So on Friday, it's an exciting announcement for Chauvin Brothers is celebrating their 150th anniversary. And so to imagine a company's been open in Terrebonne Parish for 150 years. And so from 11 to 2:30, 11 a.m. to 2:30 at Chauvin Brothers, they're going to have a little deal going on with some lunch and all. So again, just just impressive for a business to be open 150 years when I think it's 90% of the business closed in 3. So I'll share that. And then on Saturday, we have Flag Day. It's a Woodman of the World Flag Day celebration from 10 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. From 11:30 to 1 p.m., the NAACP Youth Council's Juneteenth celebration at Dumas Auditorium. From 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. is the Cajun Music and Dance event at the Municipal Auditorium. And then all day long at the rifle range is going to be the State NRA Youth Hunter Education Challenge. So a lot of things going on this weekend. And I also, we've had some recent news from the state that they're going to be closing the Boudreaux Canal Bridge. And it's just another bridge that we're dealing with issues with our parish. And so as of tomorrow, we are going to be declaring a state of emergency when it relates to bridges and the issues we have with bridges in Terrebonne Parish. Doing everything we can to work with DOTD, the governor, the Coast Guard to make sure that we address these issues and don't leave people on an island. So it's something that we are working on, have been working on for a while, especially with DOTD and the state-related bridges. And I could definitely say, feel like speak for everybody up in this room, is that we want to get every bridge fixed as soon as possible. And we are doing anything and everything in our power to make a difference and get some things resolved. So with that, getting some attention to the issue and working to resolve it is what is important to us. And if anybody has any questions, they can reach out to us. So thank y'all.
Ms. Chauvin.
So to expound on the Boudreaux Canal Bridge, I have been working on this for about 1.5 years, asking Department of Transportation, working with Noah, working with Jason, and trying to get plans together for when the bridge would break, because we knew it was not an if. With that said, Mr. Babin and I had a conversation, because that will put a lot of traffic on the Dulac Swing Bridge, which is in no better shape than the Boudreaux Canal Bridge. And I've talked to Parish President about it also, and brought to the attention of Senator Facey and Representative Domingue that there's a worry on the other side of this, and that you would create that island. And so we are working very hard on this. I've been at it. I know you've been at it. Mr. Babin has made his phone calls, and so has Senator Facey and Representative Domingue. I do hear you. I am getting the businesses together to know what we've been through Robinson Canal Bridge to now do this again for Boudreaux Canal, and hopefully they will get us a lift bridge fairly soon to put it there. The other part of it is we've had the Lanyard Park bring in the splash pad this, I think, the 7th of June. And so my contribution is $400 a month for the kids to be able to go play at the park, because there's a $2 admission fee or whatever, and they're keeping me up. So I will assess it as needs. If there's more needed, then I will donate that also. But I just want the kids to go out and have fun at the park, keep it clean, pick up trash around it, follow the rules, and have fun. Thank you.
Mr. Babin.
Yeah, to follow up with Kim, and everybody is working on it from the state level coming down. And if you're not familiar with the parish, you should be. Now that the Boudreaux Canal Bridge is off, it is down. If you lived right on this side of Boudreaux Canal Bridge and you had to get to the other side, you have to come all the way up to Thompson Road, go across Thompson Road, go down Grand Kaya, go across Bias Alley Road, then come back up. It's between 80 and 90 miles for somebody to go 500 feet or 200 feet. The point that she made is very important. The bridge in Dulac is a state bridge. If that bridge goes out, everyone below Boudreaux Canal on the Chauvin side, below, by Dulac, the Dulac Bridge is on an island. There is no way to get fire protection. There's no way to get someone out except by air, naturally, with an ambulance. My point, just like Ms. Chauvin's point, is we need to press DOTD to get some real good inspection on that bridge. And if in fact it does need some repairs, just to be proactive, I guess is the best way to put it. And we're also now, with the summertime coming along, we're going to put a lot more traffic on Grand Kaya and Bias Sally Road. Again, those are both state roads, all right? So we're going to have to press the state for them to maintain the grass along the sides, that any culverts that may be blocked up for water getting on the road from a safety perspective. And I know this is things that y'all are already talking about. I'm just wanting to bring these out, that it is a true concern for not only Kim and I, for everybody that has a business in South Louisiana. If that bridge is out, there could be some businesses in Chauvin that literally would have to close their doors. So it's a terrible thing. We're trying to get more business to come to Terrebonne Parish. This is not Terrebonne Parish's fault. This is a DOT bridge. And from what I'm hearing, the governor's supposed to be revamping DOTD. Well, it's probably 30 years behind schedule. But in any event, we as a government, I thank you for being proactive and working with them. And one other thing, Ms. Chauvin has been working extremely hard on this and on everything else. And I'd just like to say, we need to keep Ms. Chauvin and her family in our prayers. Her father has been sick and been in the hospital, but she's never missed a lick. So let's keep them in our prayers. Thank you.
Mr. Hamner.
Yeah, I got an invitation in my packet. I wanted to share with everybody else. I don't know if everybody got them or not, but South Terrebonne Middle School, that's going to be LaCache Montague Middle Incorporation, is having the groundbreaking Wednesday, June 18th, next week at 9 a.m. I'm sure the school board and the superintendent would like to see all of us there. I plan to attend, and I want to, in case not everybody got these, want to share that.
My announcement is there anyone out there to help us out with a ferry system? But right now, the chair entertains motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Amity, second by Ms. Chauvin. Members, vote your machine. Motion passes 8-0. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming out.